news. Okay. This is interesting here. The highest selling video games of 2024. Starting with number 10, the MVP bundle, which is Madden and college football. Okay, that's number 10. Number 9 is Elden Ring. That's crazy. The Elden Ring. I mean, that's based off the DLC, because Elden Ring coming back in the top 10 list for 2024 is that's pretty impressive. Number 8 is FC 25, which is soccer. Number 7 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. That was before Black Ops 6 came out. Number 6 is Madden 25 by itself. Number 5 is 2K25. Number 4 is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Does any of y'all still play? When y'all still play Dragon Ball? Y'all still play that game? It was high selling, but I'm trying to figure out, do y'all still play it? Number 3 is Helldivers. Number 2 is College Football 25. That's actually very impressive that college football has it topped Madden in sales. That should tell EA something. People were clamoring for college football, and college football for the longest time has been the better product than Madden. And number 1 is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Okay, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Is anybody surprised at this list? First of all, is anybody surprised at this list? Because I'm not surprised at all. I am not surprised one bit. All of this looked pretty accurate. These are the typical games that a casual gamer that plays 1 or 2 games hardcore plays. Helldivers is a great addition to this list, because Helldivers did have a great run last year. Dragon Ball was really for the nostalgia, so I get that it's number 4. A lot of people did get that game. That's fine. Elden Ring being number 9, again, that was just because you can't stop Elden Ring. Like I said, Elden Ring is its own beast. So for that being in the top 10, again, I understand, but personally, I feel like it should be higher. But again, these are games that just come out annually, so it's dominated by sports, because again, those are annual games, and Call of Duty, sports and Call of Duty. That's it, sports and Call of Duty. So Black Ops 6 was actually good. So again, whether it was a good product or not, I'm not surprised with that being number 1. But college football being right on this tail is actually pretty impressive. And then Helldivers, coming up in third. So that's that. That's that on that. But yeah, interesting list. But again, not surprised one bit on the highest selling games last year. And then they look at Wukong best game generation. So yeah. So that's that. All right, more news. Midnight Society. Do y'all remember Midnight Society? We briefly mentioned them when we were speaking about the whole Dr. Disrespect situation in Midnight Society, immediately after hearing the news about what Dr. Disrespect did and why he got banned on Twitch. They dropped him. Now, Dr. Disrespect was the co-founder of Midnight Society, along with Robert Bowling and some others. And Robert Bowling, you know him. He was a mainstay for the longest in the Call of Duty franchise, mainly Infinity Ward. But today they released an announcement. They said, today we are announcing Midnight Society will be closing its doors after 3 incredible years, with an amazing team of over 55 developers contributing to our new IP, Dead Drop. We are actively seeking other game studios that will be interested in offering employment opportunities to our talented team members. If you know anyone who's hiring, please forward this message to them or DM us for direct intros. We express our sincere gratitude to each and every one of our community members, and deeply sorry we were unable to reach our ultimate goal. Now, I want to say this because I already know the narrative that some diehard Dr. Disrespect fans will say, because I remember the exact day that Midnight Society said they were dropping Disrespect. They said, "Oh, your game is going to die. Your game is going to die." I remember them saying that vividly. It's all Dr. Disrespect ain't he's not a part of the game anymore. He's not promoting your game. All right, cool. Dead game. So I already know, if you see anybody saying that, I already know the narratives are going to be pretty ripe there. But I did see here that people were just asking for their money back. People are like, "Hey man, can we get our money back?" Because there were some people who were founders. They didn't invest in this game, so they asked for their money back. So I want to be looking to see if they actually do get the money back, because a lot of times for these Kickstarter campaigns, I can't really name any of these campaigns that they actually gain money back You know, whether they haven't finished the game or ended up closing it. I don't remember them giving their money back. So we'll see if that happens. But yeah, so that's that. That's that with that. So I'll see if two of those narratives start. So do y'all think because Dr. Disrespect got dropped from this after the allegations ended up arising that this game ended up dying? Because I'm gonna say outright no, I don't think so. I think this game was pretty much DOA because it was an NFT game. So if you weren't aware, yes, Dead Drop is an NFT game. You remember when we looked over that Ubisoft game that they brought out, silently, that looked pretty bad? Yeah, NFT games, we're not with it. We're not with it. NFTs are pretty much died. Like I haven't heard anybody talking about NFTs for a long time. People still talk about meme coins and the stable coins, but NFTs, that was kind of a pandemic thing. I'm not saying that they're still not relevant, but they're pretty much gone. They're pretty much gone at this point. So to make an NFT game is very tough. Make an NFT game is very tough, especially one that's going to be a mainstay. We don't even know anything about this game. Like they didn't even really show anything, so we have no clue what they were trying to cook up. Will we ever see it? I mean, maybe further down the line, what could have been. But yeah, I think this game would DOA just because it was an NFT game. If it was a regular game, yeah, I would have a little bit more sympathy. But yeah, I don't think that Dr. Disrespect getting dropped from the game instantly made it die. I just think it was already a tough hill to climb with it being an NFT game. Even with Robert Bowling, being on it. It's just not something that the gamers want or need. We don't need these type of things, right? Like even if there is a chance to make some money, it's just not something that's plausible here. We already have game studios closing who aren't making NFT games, right? So that's just my thoughts on it. That's just my thoughts on it, man. Yeah, you forgot it was an NFT game. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was an NFT game. See, y'all didn't know. It was an NFT game. So yeah, so that's that. That's that with Midnight Society. So RIP Midnight Society. I again, when any of these situations happen, I hope that the people in these studios do land back on their feet. Because the video game industry is a highly volatile industry at this point. The last couple of years have been really, really bad for the video game industry. So, like I said, I hope that the talented people who do work for these respective studios do end up finding their way somewhere else. All right. Final bit of news. Do we have any sad music? I don't know if you have any sad music. I don't know if we have any sad music. Yeah, we don't have any sad music, but we just go act like some sad music is playing. For Forza Horizon 5 is now going to PS5. Another Xbox Microsoft exclusive is coming to PS5. Now, if you're a real gamer that doesn't have a loyalty to a particular piece of plastic, this is good news for you because again, this is another game that wasn't exclusive that you will now get to play on another console, right? If you're a Forza fan, I remember some of the GI people, they were so excited about Forza. They played it. They actually played it a little bit. So, so it's a good moment for these exclusives to go to other platforms. Now, if you're this guy here, who apparently went out and destroyed his Xbox, then you're not so happy. You're not so happy. Damn. All right. This person says years of loyalty to Xbox. What up, G-Frags? Years of loyalty to Xbox, countless Game Pass renewals, and this is how they repay us. Forza Horizon 5 coming to PS5 is the ultimate betrayal. I just obliterated my Xbox with a hammer. Microsoft has no exclusives left, no identity, nothing. PlayStation 1. Screw you, Phil Spencer. Tell Satya he's a coward. Oh my goodness. Wow, chat. These are grown men, by the way. Grown men, by the way, who still have a loyalty for a piece of plastic. We are in 2025, people, and this is still happening. These are some gaming wars that I used to see on YouTube 10 years ago. 10 plus years, as a matter of fact. It used to be funny, but I'm much older now, and I don't find these things funny. I find these people to be losers. I find them to be basement dwellers. I find these people to have literally no life. There's no way that an announcement like Horizon coming to the PS5, after they told you, I mean, they told you that they're going to be bringing more games to other consoles, other platforms. They already told y'all. So this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. This shouldn't be a surprise to any Xbox. Phil Spencer told y'all, you know, they laid Sarah Bond out there to take the sword, right? To down the sword. You know, they laid her out there and said, all right, you tell it, Sarah. You tell it. So it ain't like this came out of nowhere, bro. It ain't like this came out of nowhere. They told y'all it's happening. So I don't know, man. Horizon is one thing, but wait till Halo, bro. Wait till Halo go over. Y'all really gonna be done. Wait till Halo and Gears. like we're in a different era. We're in a different era. We're literally gonna be to a point where there are gonna be no exclusives except for Nintendo. I think Nintendo will not budge. It'll take a lot for the Nintendo Yakuza to budge and put Mario or put Zelda on the Xbox or PlayStation. I don't think they're going to do it. But PlayStation, Sony, they're like, okay, we're not going to put anything on the Xbox, but we're going to put stuff on PC. They, at least Sony realized that PC is where it's at and people will buy those games. So they realize, they understand. I don't think they're gonna put their stuff on Xbox though, or Nintendo. But Xbox, they're done, bro. They're done. They're not in the hardware business anymore. They're still gonna make hardware, but that's not gonna be their selling point. It's a service. So the only reason going forward to get an Xbox or any whatever they decide to call it, their next one, is for the service. If you want Game Pass, if you want to invest in the service, subscribe to the service, and you don't want to deal with what Sony has. I don't even know if Sony is still even trying to promote whatever they were doing. I don't even know if they're trying to do that anymore. So that kind of came and went. You know, their attempt to rival Game Pass. Nobody cared about it. But that's the only reason why you should get an Xbox now. Or if for some reason the next Xbox ended up being infinitely more powerful than the next PlayStation, you know, if you care about that stuff. But then again, if you care about this stuff, then why not just get a PC? That's my opinion, because I can still get the Game Pass. I still have Game Pass, you know, and I have a Steam Deck too, so I can just beam games off of my Steam Deck and just use Game Pass. So, you know, food for thought. Do whatever you want, but just realize this is what you are subscribing to now. You're subscribing to the service and not hardware anymore, okay? And not hardware anymore. So there you go. Be prepared, Xbox, because it's not going to be pretty. I understand you have a weird loyalty to them for over damn near 20 years at this point, but it's over, y'all. It's over. Like, give it up, please. Give it up. And I feel sorry for Paris, man. I really feel sorry for Paris because, you know, he was riding, like, regardless of what he says, his preference has always been Xbox. It's always been Microsoft. No matter how much he tries to deny, it's always been Microsoft. And, you know, he's had those times where the Xbox were behind him, cheering him on, but he has pissed a lot of them off over the past years. And I think now, like, they're really on his head. They got the pitchforks out for my boy. So, man, I'm gonna just pray for Paris because I know his mentions are crazy right now. I know his mentions are crazy. They pulling up all the receipts of what he said. They pulling up all the receipts, man. So, like I said, I'm gonna pray for Paris. He better turn his mentions off or something, cause they on his head, bro. They on his head. Like, literally this tweet here. He said, "What's the point of owning an Xbox? Yeah, Game Pass at this point. That's what I'm saying. Solely Game Pass." You probably cop the next Xbox TV because you're not trying to buy. I mean, I understand. I understand, poser. I get it. So, Like I said, yeah, you know, the Game Pass is a good investment. I do like it. I do like it, especially since a lot of these games, they're coming on Game Pass day one. If it wasn't coming out on Game Pass day one, I would be a little iffy about it. But they're coming on Game Pass day one, so why not, right? Why not? Why not subscribe to it? So it's good. It's good. PC Game Pass is awesome. PC Game Pass is awesome.